What is going on, YouTube? It is RandyTalksMets in building, and this video is going to be about Jacob Degrom and the New York Mets and his state. What is going on right now with Jacob Degrom? And I'm definitely going to get into it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel. This is where we discuss Mets content. This is where we discuss Mets and baseball content. So let's get it going, guys. Jacob Degrom, one of the best pitchers in the whole league. Probably the best pitcher in the major leagues to come in like a very long time. But to be honest, Jacob Degrom on another level this season. A guy that, you know, it's like 33 or something like that, and pitching 101, 100 miles per hour. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, a guy, you know, when you get older, you're supposed to decrease in velocity. No, he increased in velocity. He changed his mechanics, and he got even better. Like, it's crazy, because Jacob Degrom was already one of the best pitchers in the whole league. But now he's doing 100 miles per hour and 101 miles per hour. Like, you have to be kidding me. So obviously, Jacob Degrom, you know, this season, 2021, he was blowing away hitters, man. He was pitching that fastball 100 miles per hour, and literally just pitching that fastball, kept going. And that slider of his, that's so nasty. And occasionally he'll pitch a changeup and a curveball if he wants to. That's how good he is. He doesn't even need to pitch different pitches. That's how really good he is. But to be honest, the news is Sandy Alderson said Jacob Degrom has a UCL tear. Now, when you hear Jacob Degrom's name and you hear tear, you get fucking scared. Because you obviously get scared. You don't know what's going to happen. So obviously, you are thinking, bro, what are you talking about? Like, what? A UCL tear? A tear. If you have a tear on any part of your body, that is really bad. You can really have if you have a tear in any part of your arm, and he obviously has it in his part of his arm, but that can really derail your season. And obviously it has derailed his season completely, because he's missed almost 2 months of baseball. So obviously it's been really tough without Jacob Degrom for the New York Mets, but they're still in contention for the playoffs if they keep playing well. We'll see what happens. But Jacob Degrom, I'm not gonna lie to you, Jacob Degrom is really, you know, he's an injury prone guy. You know, he's a guy that we gave him like a 5-year contract, and because he deserved it, to be honest. He deserved his contract, you know, unlike a lot of pitchers, like, you know. But Jacob Degrom deserved the money that he got from the New York Mets and Brody Van Wagen. So obviously, Jacob Degrom, you know, his health is the problem with Degrom, but he's still the best pitcher in the whole league. So you have to give him what he wants. I'm not going to lie. If he opts out his contract, the Mets are going to have to pay him even more money. And that might have to happen, because Jacob Degrom is an ace, man. And apparently Sandy Alderson said he has a UCL tear, but it's been resolved. So basically the problem been resolved. It resolved itself. It's like it healed itself. So, you know, Sandy Alderson, we thought it was a sprain in his arm or his shoulder or something. We thought it was a sprain. And hearing a tear is completely crazy, to be honest. So now that we know it's a tear, the media is going to go crazy. They're going to think, yo, what happened? Like, what are the Mets giving false information? Now, that is a big issue. That can be understood, you know what I'm saying? That's a big issue. And the Mets, I'm not going to lie, with medical history, they just haven't had a really good history of getting it right, of getting what the hell the problem was right. Because I feel like the Mets, they always have some issue with injuries. Obviously, you're a baseball team. You're going to have a problem with injuries. But it's the way they handle the injuries. That's the problem with the New York Mets that I don't like. Even if you change, you know, even if you get a new owner, you get a new freaking GM, it never changes with the New York Mets. They always seem to be behind in some way with the injuries. So obviously, this is a big issue for you know, for the New York Mets in general. And this is going to put a lot of focus on Sandy Alderson, who is now the GM, because the other guy that was the GM, Zach Scott, had a DUI or something like that. He was driving under influence, You just cannot do that. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. That just cannot. And obviously, they're not forbidding it. They don't want it to happen. They don't want their guys to, get into problems like that. So obviously, he took a leave of absence. And obviously, Sandy Alderson is the GM. So Sandy Alderson, he was the GM before. He has history of being the GM, but he's also the president of operation of the New York Mets. I'm not going to lie. The Mets are looking like a joke with this situation and their ownership, to be honest. The only thing that's probably better is Steve Cohen. That's it. That's the only thing. But Sandy Alderson, I feel like he's complete. He's freaking trash, man. Like, what he's doing is trash. He tried to sign James McCann. He could have got Real Muto. He could, come on. We could talk about the Mets free agency all day, but I just want to say that Sandy Alderson has to pick his words wisely. Because you have to be smart, man. Like, come on. You saying that Jacob Degrom has a tear, but it's been resolved? You just cannot do that as a Mets GM. You cannot do that as a baseball GM. You cannot. I don't care if you're the president of operation. You have to be more smarter with your words. Like, come on. That's common sense. Like, nobody wants to hear, oh, he has a UCL tear, but it's been resolved. What? You just don't do that. So Jacob Degrom, I don't even know if he's gonna pitch in the season, to be honest. But hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully the Mets make it to the playoffs and he can pitch in October. That would be the best result out of all of this. But let's see what happens. Like I said, if you enjoyed the video, you know what I'm saying? I got to talk a little bit about Jacob Degrom and Sandy Alderson and the Mets problems, to be honest. So many Mets issues with the front office. So leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I do Mets content. I do Mets baseball. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's go Mets. And let's get to the playoffs. And let's get going, y'all. But let me know what you guys think of the situation with DeGrom. Just let me know. Okay? Bye.